everybody, today I'm going to be sharing with you what I add to my smoothies and tea to make it super nutritious. My name is Brianna. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe. But yeah, today I'm going to make smoothies and tea, and I'm going to tell you all of the supplements that I add to them. It is quite a bit, so I did link everything below in the description, like all the Amazon links. But I'm really just going to get right into it. Obviously, I have my blender, and we're just going to get started. The first thing I'm going to add is frozen fruit. It would be better to have like fresh fruit, but one, it gets very expensive and you have to like cut it all up, which isn't a problem. I do that sometimes. However, we're just going to roll with this today. This isn't even the most important part. You can use whatever fruit you'd like, but I'm just going to add these frozen fruits. So the first thing that I'm going to add is this L-Glutamine. This is basically an amino acid that's good for your muscles, your immune system, and recovery in general. I think it said that it was supposed to help with like decreasing body fat, but we'll see. It comes with this little like spoon, so I just add a thing of that. The second thing I'm adding is this Magnesium Ascorbate, and firstly I want to say this is about to be like a whole concoction, and I don't drink these smoothies every day, but whenever I do make them, I like them to be like as nutritious as possible, so I add like literally all the supplements I have. But with the Magnesium Ascorbate, I don't even know if that's how you say it, but it has vitamin C, and it's also like helps with your metabolism and your energy. It's also good for like your bones, your teeth, and your muscles. So it doesn't come with little scooper thingies, so I just take a spoon, scrape like half a spoonful in there, I guess. So the next thing we use is collagen, which is good for like your hair, your nails, and your skin. Having better of all of those things is a benefit, obviously. The next thing I put in there is Kelp Tablets. Like, I just have the tablets, but you could also have like Kelp Powder. But the reason I use kelp is because it's a good source of iodine, and it's supposed to help with like weight loss, but the main function is it like helps with any kind of like blood disorders or anything like that. And I really got it because I swore I was anemic because I bruise so easily. Like, I bruise like crazy when I barely hit myself, and I'm always cold, so I was like, I'm anemic, but self-diagnosing isn't the best. The next thing is sea moss powder, and if you haven't heard of sea moss powder, or if you haven't heard of sea moss in general, then like, what are you doing? It has 90% of the minerals our body needs. I also have sea moss gel that I got from this market, and I'd be eating like a spoonful of the sea moss gel every day, like after I get back from the gym. But whenever I make these smoothies, I add sea moss powder. And again, I just use like half of a spoonful of it because it does have a very strong taste. The next thing is this Haritaki powder. And I don't know how I heard about this, but basically it does a lot of the same things that sea moss does. Like, it has a lot of like minerals and stuff like that. It's very good for healing and like rejuvenating your body, like antibacterial, like anti-fungus, everything. It's just a powder that's also very good for you, similar to sea moss. So I'm gonna add half a spoonful of this as well. Next thing is black seed oil. I actually love like the taste of this. Like, I love it whenever I'm drinking my smoothie, and the taste of this is like pretty powerful. But basically, black seed oil has like omega-3, 6, and 9, I guess, because it says omega-3, 6, 9. Also, I just love those numbers because of like Nikola Tesla. But anyways, it's good for immunity support, super antioxidant, cardiovascular health, radiant hair and skin, joint comfort and mobility, and your digestive system. Basically put a capful of it in here, and like I said, it does kind of have like a strong taste, but I enjoy it. Next thing is Magnesium Glycinate, and one thing I know about it is it's good for like stress. Like, if you have anxiety or something like that, it's good for relaxation, but it's also good for like muscle support and bone support. The one that I have are these tablets, but I don't like taking tablets, so anytime I buy a supplement or vitamin that's like in these tablets, I literally like break it apart. The last like supplement to put in here is this protein powder. This one's only made of 5 ingredients, like it's like a vegan protein powder. Obviously it has protein, and I don't really eat meat like that, so I'm like let me have some protein. And this is kind of like a chocolate flavor. It also has like minerals and vitamins and fiber, so that's good for you. This comes with like this big scooper, and I basically try to fill it like halfway. That's like more than half, but whatever. Okay, so that's all of the like supplements that I added here. It's a lot of antioxidants, it's a lot of like anti-inflammatory things, antibacterial things, things to help your system, give you vitamin C, all of that. So drinking it makes me really happy. I mainly add water, so I'm gonna add some water. I have this giant thing that I haven't opened yet, so don't judge me. And then I'm actually gonna add some of this like juice that I just recently made for myself. I just made this carrot juice. It has like carrots, ginger, lemon, and grapefruit, which I made for myself. So I'm just gonna add some in here to give it more like fruity flavor. And then also I feel like the ginger will make it taste super good and help give me energy. So I lied about that being the last thing. I forgot that because I added all of these powders, mainly the sea moss and the Haritaki powder, it's gonna taste like that, to be honest. So what I do is I add peanut butter, and it really does cover up the taste, and it just like makes it taste really good. I have this honey roasted peanut butter that I got from this market in my city. Well, it's like a minute outside the city, but this honey roasted peanut butter is fire. But basically I'm gonna add like this much. I'm gonna just, you know, blend it. So it's done being blended. I low-key added a lot of liquid so it's not like frozen-y, but I've been putting it in the freezer and waiting until it gets like a little bit more like frozen texture. But I do like making it like this. It tastes still really good and fruity. And I can taste the ginger, and I can taste the black seed oil, which I love, and the peanut butter covers up like the taste of the other powders. I'm gonna put it in the freezer for a bit, and then it's gonna like thicken up, but this really is fire, and it's so good for you. Like I said, I don't be drinking these every day, so when I do, I just be getting so much nutrients. Now I'm gonna move on to making tea. Okay, so I be using different like herbs and putting them in this thing, strainer thingy, I don't know what it's called, and then putting hot water in here and letting it steep instead of just using like tea bags. So basically, in order to get the right amount of water to put in here, I'd be like pouring water in here to see how much like to fill it up, and then boiling that. And then while I boil the water, I'll basically tell you what all herbs I put in here to make tea that's super good for you. Seems like enough. So it's really not in any like particular order, but the first thing I'm going to share with you guys is this like saffron. 1 gram of this is kind of expensive. It helps relieve stress and anxiety, like it helps with your mood. So it said it was supposed to help with like depression, but it's also an antioxidant, but it does like relieve stress. It's red. It's so beautiful, like it's such a vibrant like red color. I'm putting like too much. I just like to add it for some reason. The next thing that I add is fennel seeds. They have like potassium, calcium. They're like an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. It's also good for like anti-fungus and like being an antiviral. It just helps if there's any like phlegm or mucus in your throat or in your lungs. It just helps loosen that up and makes you healthy. I don't really be knowing like how much to put. I just put as much as I see fit, kind of. It kind of smells like licorice. This is dried honeysuckle. It helps detox your body as well. I just like to use it for like digestive purposes and to just make sure my body doesn't have anything in it that's not good for me. I don't be adding like too much of it. However, I just like to have it sometimes. This tea with all these herbs also isn't something that I drink every day, but whenever I make tea that I want to be like super good for me, super like antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, antifungal, this is the tea that I make. In my opinion, this is the very best part, but I can't link it on Amazon because I bought this from a local market in my city that I bought the peanut butter from, and it is fire. This is goji berry chai, and like the herbs in here just look so natural. Like it's not just like what you see in a tea bag type of thing, but this just like gives me so much energy and it tastes so good. Bruh, like it's just straight herbs, but like in the healthiest way. It's not just like mashed up stuff. You can see everything that's in here. And then the last thing, like I said, is cinnamon sticks. Like you can buy cinnamon sticks from any store, but I just add this in here to make it really delicious and tastier. Like the taste of cinnamon is just so good to me, especially in tea, but I'm sure cinnamon does have benefits. So the water was like semi-boiling, so it's definitely hot enough for me to add it here. I'm not good at pouring this in here, so I know it's gonna spill, so don't judge me, but I just pour the hot water over. So yeah, that spilled everywhere. But anyways, I just put this top on top and I just let this seep. And after like 10 minutes or so, I pour myself some tea. Since it has the chai tea in here, then I don't add like an extra tea bag. However, before I had that chai tea, I would just put like the fennel seeds, the saffron, and whatever else I wanted to in here. And then once that was done seeping, I would pour it in a cup and add like a black tea bag, a green tea bag, or like whatever I was in the mood for. But it's really just ready to go. So I'm definitely more in a smoothie mood right now than I am in a tea mood. So I poured my smoothie into this mason jar, and I love using like these bendy straws, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna sip my smoothie, enjoy the rest of my day. But I really just wanted to share with you what I add in my smoothies, all the supplements to make them more nutritious and everything like that. Like I said, the link to all of the supplements is in the description, like all the Amazon links. So if you're interested in purchasing any of them, you can use those links. Yeah, this is very delicious and very good for you. I hope this video was helpful in literally any way. If you're watching it to the end, thank you very much. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.